cook, cook. Musicians cook, cook, cook. Musicians cook.
That was delicious.
What's cooking, musicians? Hi, I'm Helen Campo. I'm the flutist of the Broadway show Wicked, and I'd like to show you a recipe that my mother taught me when I was a little child. She taught all of my siblings to something that a little kid could make. So it's dumpling soup. So you put chicken broth in a pot. Now, if you don't have chicken broth, you can put a bouillon cube with some water, and you use 1 egg per person, or a couple of eggs, 2 eggs per person, depends on how much they like to eat. You beat up the egg. This is 2 eggs in here, and then you add, well, my mother would add Parmesan cheese, freshly grated Parmesan, but I actually like it better without the Parmesan, usually. And instead I put like a little bit of melted butter, always good. And maybe I put 2 tablespoons per egg, and then because there's no Parmesan, we need salt. Okay, I don't know how much salt, about that much salt. Okay, and then we start adding flour, and what you want to do is not worry, because like if you add too much flour, you can add a little water, what the heck. And anyway, and I don't know why I'm making it in this bowl, just because my mother used to always make it in a little like spaghetti dish like this. But there it is. So what you want is, you want eventually the dough, or the batter sort of to be thick enough that it sort of follows the fork around the bowl. And here it goes, we need a little bit, okay, a little more. Okay, if you put a little too much flour in it, could be a little tough. Not enough flour, it won't hang together. Okay, so you see how it's sort of following the egg around, following the fork around. I want to put some parsley in. Don't have to do this. I don't usually, I just, the simplest way is to not put anything else in. But heck, parsley's good in this. So that's optional, okay? But there you go, a little parsley. And then, the next thing you do, you gotta have the broth at a rolling boil. It's not quite, but we're gonna do it anyway. Then you dump the dumplings into the pot of broth. Now you don't want to stick the spoon in the broth, because if you do, then the batter will stick to the spoon. It's not really boiling hard enough, but it's okay. And maybe this is enough, because I need to go along to my other recipe. You see how the dumplings are in there? Now, you're gonna want to put the lid on, because you want the dumplings to sort of steam up, and they're done like in a minute or 2. Okay, so, should have had this one on. So now, if I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make spinach dumplings. I take chopped spinach, squeeze out the water, and then I have 2 eggs here. A little nutmeg. For some reason, my mom always insisted on fresh nutmeg. It does taste better. And there you go, a little nutmeg. Who knows how much nutmeg goes well with spinach. And then add some melted butter. Stir it out. And once you got that sort of stirred, there's no salt in the spinach. You're going to want to put some salt and some flour. But this time, since I'd like to eat this, and I have problems with gluten, I'm going to put rice flour in this. I'll feed the other one to my husband. Okay, so there you go. Instead of butter, also you can put olive oil. So now I'm going to dump some rice flour in here. Let's see, I don't know how much. These, okay, this is what it looks like. I might want to just dump a tiny bit more, and that's done. And you dump it into the broth the same way. So I'm not going to finish that. I'm just going to show you what the dumplings look like when they're done. There they are. Can you see that? And then I always like to put, just as I'm serving it, a little shredded carrot in there raw, and then just eat it right away. Or you can put some frozen peas in there too, but that's my mom's dumpling soup. So please purchase our Musicians Cookbook, And thank you so much for supporting the musicians of New York. Thank you.
Musicians